Hello, good day everyone, and welcome back to my blog. Apparently, you can see what I'm doing now right now. As what I mentioned yesterday, there's going to be a change of schedule on my work. I'll be having a change of working schedule, as what I mentioned yesterday. But apparently, from what happened right now, it came sooner than I expected, and when it came, I just finally, it suddenly came down very swiftly and unexpected. But anyway, I'm not there to talk about that. Right now, as you can see, I'm preparing something else. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to speak this in Tagalog or I'm going to speak this one in English, but I'll try to speak this in English as much as possible. Now, given with the situation that I have right now, that my what do you call this? My working schedule has suddenly changed. I am now thinking of an option if my blogging would be jeopardized on that sudden change of schedules. So usually I do my blogging as what you're looking at. If you're watching my previous blogs, I usually do my blogs during officially at nighttime, which apparently, of course, no one is around to, observe that. Now, since I have a change of schedule right now, apparently blogging on the nighttime will totally be impossible for me for a month, or until my schedule goes back to the nighttime. So in regards to that, I am just saying that my blogging will probably be problematic on that part. So I'm trying to think of ways on how to make a blog that, or at least to make a a blog video that is not being noticed. Now, I came up with a solution a few moments ago. Now, the solution that I think was using or utilizing my small thumb size camera here. So you can see this is the SJ Cam C100 series, which is very portable, and in some cases it might even rival the small action camera that I searched on the internet for quite a long time now, which is the Instago. Now, if Instago camera is too expensive, you can always opt for the SJ Cam, and on my case, I am buying this SJ Cam C100 series. Do keep in mind that if you're gonna buy a thumb-size spy camera, or if you're buying a camera, I'd like to utilize the SJ Cam series action camera that I have here, the thumb size, as a form of a spy camera. Anyway, I bought this camera for that exact same purpose anyway. So what I did is basically I'm going to show you how to at least how to put a spy camera. I know it's not really a good thing, but at least I can show on how you can make a blogging without anybody noticing that you are actually blogging. So here's the thing. The first camera that I have to use is the thumb size camera. You can finally buy this one at a cheaper price. Actually, SJ Camera C100 Series Plus is more cheaper than the action camera that I'm using right now, the Akaso. So just keep in mind, this is the camera that you need. If you have the budget, or if you have a lot of cash, you can opt for Instago. It has better features as well, but since we're I'm not, I'm on a tight budget. So anyway, I'm not here to discuss the best option for a camera to use as a spy cam. Back in the old days, I was using a camera phone. So, camera phones back then, they don't have image stabilization technology, so most of my blogs were very shaky. If you take a look at it, you can, of course, reference my old blog down there. Or you could view my old past vlog logs, and most of my cameras there were very very shaky. Now here's the method that I use or device right now, since using this action camera would totally be impossible given with my work schedules right now. And I was moved now to the 12 to 4 work schedules, meaning 12 noon to 4 p.m. in the afternoon, and then later on 12 midnight to 4 a.m. And usually 12 midnight to 4 a.m. I'm not exactly allowed to go out in the deck anymore, because I mean during navigation, because I won't have a chance, because I'm on heavily involved on that watch keeping, unless of course if the ship is at anchor. That's the part where I can go out, but anything beyond that, if the ship is in navigation, it's highly impossible for me to make a vlog videos outside the deck. But anyway, I'm not gonna that was my introduction on my vlog right now. Sorry, it was a very long introduction. So what do I do to make a spy camera, or at least have a hidden camera inside my coveralls? First off, of course, you're gonna need your coveralls. This is my standard coverall right now, and I have to show you the method that I have to use. Of course, this will be useful for any seafarer bloggers that might be in the future. They could learn a thing or two on my technique, and I'm sharing this technique freely on the internet. Of course, you have to have a full-size sewing kit, scissors, another sewing kit, specifically needles. We have to have this one, a ball pen or any marking type. And of course, we have a spy camera, the SJ Cam, or you can also use the Instago 360, which has a lot, like I said earlier, it has a best feature. Now, the first method that I use is that I made an incision here. I think it can be viewed clearly inside this one. Now, I choose this spot because it's on my chest, because it has the best probability of what do you call this? A best probability of having a stable. What I meant to say was that you can get videos with this part on the body, on the chest, with that is most stable and not shaky. So I made an incision here, and I've already made this one. So I'm just gonna insert this. Actually, what I'm doing right now is just for measurements. So fortunately for me, this one fits in right exactly where I needed it, the SJ Cam, see? So I just have to slit it in and make a marking here, apparently. I think I'm just gonna make a marking here just to be clear. I think this is, I can get the bulge here. Actually, this is the right spot, so I'm making a mark here. And I have to mark this one. This is, apparently I should be drawing this one on the underside. But now we have to do this one. Okay, so now, I guess that's a good thing. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is basically make, tie this one up all the way up to here on this area, so just to seal the whole area. And think of it as more like a pouch. I'm making a pouch inside a pouch. And after that, I'm gonna cut the hole here, so just not to be but for now, I have to make a pouch here and stitch something here in this area. And fortunately for me, I have a needle, and I don't know what's the best color for this one. It could be light green, but this one's not light green, it's more like yellow green, so yellow would be nice. It's too bright, I guess. How about I don't know, what's the best color? I could use yellow. Green is good, but we don't have yellow green here, so I'll probably use yellow here. So I'll just have to make, I have to tie this one up all the way up on this part. So for now, I'm gonna switch off my camera because this is a long process. I'm just gonna continue filming after. Okay, just give me a moment. Okay, so yeah, it took me quite a few minutes to execute it. So here's the thing, as you can see, I made a small stitch here in this area, and then you can also see it clearly here on I kind of like I made a stitch that is the same color on the upper side, and then after that I made a small incision here, specifically on this one because it has, since my action camera has a large lens, which is a problem. Mostly if you're gonna go for a spy cam, it should have a very small lens, so this area part is a bit troublesome for me, but it could just be passed off as a button. So you can see the size here. This is my thumb or my point finger, and this is the size of the action camera. Now I made an incision here, so you can see a small circular one. So it serves as more like an internal pouch. So I have to slid my action camera here. So just to avoid, of course, detection. So okay, and just give me a moment here because it's quite great. I guess the problem here is some some fibers get really caught up. Now it's not a problem if you have a huge hole here because it's not going to be seen anyway. So we're just going to slid in our action camera here. There we go, and you've got, as you can see, the lens here. And I intentionally built it over underneath a Velcro scrap so that in case that I moved or made a sudden move here, it could, more like anchor itself. So we could still get a good view at it. So apparently I'm not still sure. I'm still gonna make a test of it if it's noticeable that I have this, kind of a camera hole here. But anyway, that's the main plan that I have for a spy camera. So yeah, but believe it or not, cell phone cameras that have a smaller field of lens here is not more non-noticeable than this one. But I'm making a gamble if this C100 series has image stabilization feature because I bought a C100 Plus. So anyway, I'm still gonna make some tests here. So just give me a second. I'm just gonna connect my phone and see if we're going to make some tests here. Okay, so I'm just gonna start my initial test here on my SJ camera. Right, I have to, okay, so it's switched on now. So what I'm going to do is I'm gonna connect this one on my app here. So I'll just activate the Wi-Fi settings of this, so I have to press both buttons twice. 1, 2. So it will vibrate and you can see that there's a flashing green button here. So I'm just going to go connect this one on my Wi-Fi. I should be having this one connected anyway. Yep. Let's go connect that. Okay, that's good. So yeah, I'm just adjusting my camera here. Damn it. Okay, yeah, okay, so it's already connected. Right. Okay, so it's already connected, so there's no need to that. And we're gonna go for an SJ camera. You can see this. Connect to phone. Okay, so you can see me now. This is the test. So pretty much you can see on the video that it's now what I'm going to do is I'm going to slit this here and see how the view would be, how would I view it. Anyway, after this test, I probably have to go to, I have to, what do you call this? Okay. So I guess there's no problem when it comes to this one. So it's like a good old camera, you can see. It's pointing at it. Okay, so I'm going to do a live test wearing my camera here. So just give me a moment. Okay, so right now I'm making a test here, as you can see. I'm wearing now my body spy camera and see if this is doing fine. Okay, there we go. And we'll check this out if oh, I can't. Okay, so I'm just gonna test this one in off limits because you know, due to security identity issues. So as you can see, it's always pointed on my body cam here, straight on this one. So yeah, it's pretty much a good body spy camera. Okay. So probably I'm gonna go for a trial test run. I mean, I should be having a trial test run on this day, but since my working schedule just changed, I guess my trial test run is cancelled for the time being. Now, from what you're looking at, the video is a little bit choppy on my body camera here. It's not as good as my action camera here that is, you know, 60 frames per second, but probably because, well, I only got 30 frames here. I still go for 60 frames here, probably. Well, I could even go for 120, 70, and go for... okay, let's see if that'll work. I'll just input that on my camera here and see if I have some smooth video images. So, of course, it's a bit smaller, 720, but I think for the sake of 120 FPS, I guess that will be a good thing. So, okay, we got some, I don't know, good recording settings here. It should have, I don't know. Let me check. Sensor flip, no. What's a sensor flip? I don't know. Fast record could go. Auto power off, no. Anti-shake is, not sure what fast record means. Probably check, I'll be checking in the manual later on. So, yeah, okay, I'm just gonna switch this one off and conduct a few tests personally. I can't really show it test on camera. So anyway, I'll keep you updated after this test. Okay, so far the test that I made with my body spy camera here proved to be successful, although I still have to you know, solve the problem that this one's all this area is a little bit visible, so I have to solve this into becoming more, you know, camouflage this whole part so it won't be noticeable. But if one thing that I noticed as well is I have to cover also the light that it's emitting. It's supposed to be non-light emitting, but I could just simply put some sort of opaque cover here just to hide the light. So as you can see here, okay, I'm just gonna switch this one on. Okay, press and hold. Alright, okay, so we can see here, this one is a little bit visible initially. This is of course the result of the test that I made that I did not. So you can see a very faint light here. I'm not sure if it's kind of visible if I switch it off. So I'm just gonna switch off the light and see if so I could see a very faint light here on this area, but I think it's easily dismissible because it's not really that you know, visible. So it's a faint light, but it easily gets covered because of the thickness of the cloth or for the coveralls. And so anyway, I'll switch this one off. Okay, there we go. It's switched off. So I guess my initial test proved to be successful. So I can now basically get videos on deck without being noticed. So that saves me a lot of trouble. So I can now get videos on the deck without being noticed. Of course, just to repeat before I end my vlog here about my successful modification of my coveralls to accommodate a body cam or a spy body cam, whatever you call it, is that you should buy a thumb size action camera. My ideal camera for now, the cheapest one, is this one, the SJ Cam C100 Plus series. It's good for about 2 hours recording, and you should have a sewing kit, pretty basic stuff, a pair of scissors, another sewing kit needle, and of course your cell phone just to test it out. So that's it. The test that I made now has concluded, and I think it's pretty promising. So the only thing I have to do right now is probably make a live test using the SJ Cam C100. And also the thing that I have to think about is if its image stabilization feature, if it has one, should be promising enough, or should provide a stable, video, not a shaky one. I still opt with this one, my standard action camera, the Akaso Brave 7. It's still very good when it comes to, it has good image stabilization feature. But for now, I guess given with the limited resources I have, I'll probably have to deal or in content with the SJ Cam. If you really have a lot of money, I would opt personally that you should use the Instago 360. But the problem with the Instago 360 is its camera, its battery. It could only last about 15 minutes of recording, probably maybe half an hour to an hour, compared to this one that's operational, or it could continue operating with a record time of almost 2 hours. So 2 hours recording time is a lot. You could capture the whole process on that. But anyway, I'll probably have to test this later on. So for now, my modification of my coveralls is satisfactory enough. And yeah, I guess that's all I can say for now. So if you like my videos, you can just like and subscribe to it, give it a thumbs up button. It will really help my algorithm. So I have to conclude now, and this is Operator 60. Have a great day, everyone, and see you on my next vlog session. Peace out.